At this place in history, we are along Route 2 in Grand Isle, right next to the school at Hyde Log Cabin. Steve Perkins is here from the Vermont Historical Society. Steve, this is a pretty cool place.
This is a really cool place, and it has a special place in the heart of the Vermont Historical Society. This is one of the oldest log cabins, certainly in Vermont and maybe in the United States. And it was built around 1783 or so. We're not quite sure, but it was slated for destruction in about 1945. And the Vermont Historical Society, through subscription, people paid to save this cabin. We moved the cabin from its site, which was a couple miles away, bought the land and put it on this site right here on Route 2 so that visitors could stop by and see it. So there's a nice connection to the Vermont Historical Society there. It's now a great stop. It's home of the Grand Isle Historical Society. You can come and you can check it out on weekends, and we've set up a little tour so we could go see inside this cabin.
Excellent. Let's go. So now we're inside the Hyde Log Cabin with Faye Chamberlain, president of the Grand Isle Historical Society. Thank you so much for being here today.
Welcome.
So what's the story with the log cabin?
Well, this is supposed to be, or it's believed to be, one of the oldest existing log cabins in the United States, certainly in New England. We're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Memorial Day through Columbus Day.
And who built this?
Jedediah Hyde Jr. built this. Jedediah and his father were sent here after the Revolutionary War. They were sent by Ethan Allen, one of the Green Mountain Boys, to come up here and survey the land because the Champlain Islands were given to the Green Mountain Boys. And so Jedediah came here and he surveyed the land, and then he built this cabin.
There's so many amazing things in here. All of it very fragile. All of it says, please do not touch. Anything you want to show us?
Sure, I'd love to show you. Well, first we'll see the fireplace that is behind us. This is an actual working fireplace. We have had meals cooked over here. We used to have an old-time day, and the chicken would be spinning on the trivet in there. This over here in the corner is the bathtub, and they would move this in front of the fireplace, and the whole family would take their baths, I'm assuming on Saturday night, and I understand the father was in first, and then they would take their turn, and there wasn't a lot of water around, so...
The original Saturday Night Live, huh?
Right, exactly.
And then on this side of the room, Faye, some gorgeous dresses.
One of my favorite pieces in here is this gorgeous wedding dress, which is all handmade, beautifully embroidered all the way down through.
Well, Faye, thank you so much for this tour. And Steve, I can tell why this is such an important place.
You know, this is such an awesome place to come. So if you want to come and experience what it was like to live on the Vermont frontier, this is one of the only authentic places in Vermont that you can come and do it.
At this place in history.